so to love yourself, you need to be able to really celebrate and nurture your unique strengths, talents, and characteristics, while also accepting the fact that you'll make mistakes and that you have, relative weaknesses or limitations, just because we all do. Now, one thing I like to clarify is that acceptance is not surrender. We all can continue to strive to grow, to better ourselves, to learn from our, past mistakes or experiences. But we're all worthy of love, especially some, from ourselves and even when we're not perfect. I also think it's important to know that acceptance is not, an excuse, that we can't say sort of, oh, I just am like this. This is how I act and this is how I treat people just because I am. We need to look at the things that we want to change to be able to love ourselves and to feel good about ourselves. And a lot of that has to do with treating ourselves with kindness and compassion and treating other people with kindness and compassion. So if people are struggling with loving themselves, I encourage them to pay attention. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself, that so-called internal monologue or dialogue that we all have going on. Pay attention to how often you put yourself down, telling yourself that you should have done something differently or that you aren't, pretty, smart, funny, fill in the blank enough. How often do you encourage yourself? How often do you tell yourself that you work hard, that you're beautiful, that you are great just the way you are? So I think, a lot of people tend to be more critical of themselves, which, imagine if anyone was criticizing you constantly, that would feel pretty bad. And we're often sort of the worst offenders of that for ourselves. And we often, wouldn't treat someone we care about the same way. So ask yourself how you would feel if someone that you care deeply about, let's say, a best friend, a sister, your mom, or if you have a daughter, how would you feel if they treated themselves the way that you treat yourself? And I think that, it's sometimes nice to be able to reflect and say, why am I holding myself to different standards? And to take care of yourself, again, it sounds cliched, but self-care is so important. Do things that you enjoy, that make you feel good about yourself, and just remember that you deserve love and respect from yourself and from other people.